Alright, today we are taking a look at the Generation Selects Centurion drone figure and accessory pack. As you can see here, he is a reprint of Brunt. I do not own Brunt, so I don't have anything to compare him with. In the background, you can see Optimus and Megatron duking it out with some of the accessories included in the accessory pack. This is a really cool pack, and it's a really cool feature. First off, apparently I signed up for something to be able to get this figure, and I'm very shocked I got him, but I'm very happy I did. I love this figure, even though it is a parts former, and it's a character that really doesn't have characterization. And normally with the Generation Select figures, I'm not too happy with them. Usually if it's subpar plastic or slightly molded wrong. The Fembot that's part of Orthea, her foot doesn't stay in the thing. Nightbeat feels very cheap plastic. Exhaust, his crotch piece falls apart. They're not exactly the best quality. And there are a couple little gribbles with this one, and grumbles, or whatever you want to call them, but they're relatively minor. Before we start with the review, though, let me take him out of here, and I'm going to show you the box. Now, the box is the standard Generation Selects box, but it has in it something even cooler. It has a picture of all the different things, and we'll talk about that in the final part of this video. And I do think I'm going to keep this box and use it as a background once I figure out where I'm going to actually install the background for this. So let's just take a look here at the tank mode. It is cool looking. The cannon does go up. It does go down. It does rotate. It's got that cool little feature here. You can see his head. Reminds me of Beast Machine's Tankor, but this is a much, much better design and better looking figure. He does have wheels on the bottom instead of treads, so he does roll. Is rolling as best he can. And that's about it. There's really not much to talk about. It is a parts former, so you pull it apart to make it into the pieces. And there's nothing really to talk about color-wise. It's very dull, and that works. Centurion, they had something to do with the Generation 1 episode. I don't remember too much, but really, this is based off of the IDW. Oops, that shouldn't be out. The IDW version, which appeared in Stormbreaker. They're mindless drones, not really Transformers. But still cool to have, and I'm really glad I do. So let's go ahead. I'm going to try to transform it on camera. You know I don't like doing this because I don't have that good of a setup here. And I really don't like transforming things for you guys. I just like talking about the toy itself. But because this is something that is a big play feature, I think it's kind of important. So basically his pieces pull apart. I gotta remember which foot is which. That's the right one. That's the left one. Oh, see, it has this piece here. This is how you tap them together. And they definitely hold together better than Battle Masters. This is really tight. It's not like some of the other Generation Selects figures. This does not like to come apart easily. And I'm very glad for that, because it definitely shows that they're actually starting to put some quality control in there. Let me take off his arms to try to see if I can get this off. The way I've been doing it is kicking the legs out. There we go. And this forms a backpack. It's not really needed. Again, not much to write home about. It is a rather simple Transformer, but it does look cool. Let's go ahead and look at his noggin. He looks almost like a Cylon from the original Battlestar Galactica. Probably before most of your time, but I think you've at least heard of the remake from a few years back. And everything on this is tight with the exception of one piece, and I'll get to that in just a moment. But it's a parts former, not really much to talk about. Pieces fold in, pieces fold out, and that has to do with the whole Weaponizer mode. And I'm actually going to show off the Weaponizer mode. Now, I've never done the Weaponizer mode for my other one, the Ironworks. I've never even tried to figure it out. I have no desire to. So, this is a piece that likes to annoy me. You have to pull these out, and they're on a slide hinge. Just like with Skylinks, it likes to fall apart on me and not stay in place. And this is the first time that it hasn't snapped off when I'm trying to get it onto him. So that's a good thing. What's fun about these part formers, though, is it kind of reminds me of like doing like Voltron. Alright. Where the pieces fly up and meet them and form the bigger robot. So far, so good, right? Backpack. Let's go top. 3 plugs, 2 holes. Now, the instructions have you put the cannon on this side, but if you look at the comic books, the cannon is actually on this side, but it should be coming down and around. Can't do it with this figure, unfortunately, but oh well. Now, let's go ahead and push him back here so you can take a look at him. Stay still. There he is. He is in his robot mode. There's not much to talk about. Like I said, you've seen the color already. Doesn't come with hands. Again, he's supposed to be a drone. He does get some pretty cool articulation because of the way he transforms. But of course, he is meant to pop off and all that. I was actually surprised that they gave you the ankle tilt. That'll help you pose him. But he's only really known for doing this pose, and again, the gun should be coming over. I like it. It is fun. It is a... I do like this playability factor for these toys. The fact that you can make them into weapons and armor, and I'm kind of hoping that we get more of it. Now, Generation 1 in Japan did get the breast force, and I'm hoping we get something similar where the armor forms robots and has a lot of interactivity. Let me go ahead. I'm going to hit pause, and then I will switch it over and show you the Weaponizer mode as well as some of the accessories in this pack. Alright, real quickly, I wanted to show some of the Weaponizer mode for this figure. I was going to use Thrilling 30 Whirl, but I decided to go with this one instead of the Spinister because it's from the same line. This is my second Weaponizer, and the first one I've actually bothered to do the weapon mode with. As you can see, he breaks apart and then he forms different things. And there are different combinations you can do. I just decided to do real fast the one that came in one of the 2 that came in the instructions. And as you can see here, let's go ahead. Big ass cannon, which looks great. Smaller cannon, which reminds me a little bit of Galvatron. Snowshoes, I guess. I don't know. And then this. You can also detach this. You can take the feet off, and then you get Dr. Octopus arms. Nothing too big to write at home about. Makes me almost wish I had the Brunt figure so I could kind of combine them a little bit more. But as you can see, it's what it is. And one of the things that's also big about this box, and the reason why I got the box set in the first place, is it came with accessories. And we mentioned this briefly in the beginning of the video, I think. As you can see, Megatron and Optimus in the background here are fighting. The bag of accessories is cool. Now, I'm not going to use them all. I can't use them all because I'm not buying all these figures. But there are some little neat things just to show off them real fast. Roller. You finally get Roller for the deck. I put his alternate gun on. Reminds me of the gas can laser thingy the original Roller came with. Cage for Ravage. Some Energon cubes. Optimus comes with an axe and a brand new gun sculpt. The gun looks fantastic. It's big. It's beautiful. Megatron has a energy mace that does not fit his peg holes. In fact, anything I've tried to put into his handholds, and I've done it with 2 different versions, they don't fit. So it's kind of just resting kind of in there at the moment. I have seen online that some people's accessories have broken when trying to interact with Megatron. So hopefully the Earthrise version will work out better and it'll actually work. Sideswipe comes with a jetpack. It does come with a couple accessory spots. Again, these are all really tight. You're supposed to be able to port it onto Optimus. doesn't really fit well, so I'm not going to do it. But you just plug it into the back. It is a tight fit, just like pretty much everything with this, and just gives them a little bit more character. Again, it's something you saw in the cartoon maybe once or twice. There are some other things here. A drill gun, I think this was Ironhide's. Shockwave, which I'm definitely going to have some fun with. I might actually put him as part of the Centurion here. Trailbreaker has a radar just for his vehicle mode. Soundwave. Megatron's gun. His silencer. And yes, you can put them together. There's a little spot. Plug him in. And of course, because it's me, he doesn't like to stay. Screw it. I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to use this piece anyways. Let's see. What else is in here? Bumblebee's gun. I'm not sure whose that it's supposed to be. Reflector, or refractor, depending what you want to call him. And an itsy beeny tiny little Optimus. But yeah, that's what's in the bag. Again, it's cool. I wish they would do more of these weapon packs, especially since they are going to be doing some figures that I'd much rather see have these weapon packs, like, you know, Sunstreaker. Oh, here we go. I got that on. Yay. But yeah, it is what it is. When I was a kid, G.I. Joe and Master of the Universe had accessory packs. And they were fun. My mom would occasionally buy them because we would ruin our weapons. And also we'd have these cool generic weapons that were miscolored. But hey, it was fun. It was neat. But yeah, so that is the review, mostly, for the Centurion mold box. And thank you very much for watching. Hit like and subscribe down below. Thank you.